Hi everyone, here Alice. Today I will be reading Blood in Roses, Shall We Date? Otome game. Please forgive me if my voice will sound weird sometimes. I'm doing my best, so I hope you will enjoy. Okay, let's begin. Prologue, Version Witch. This is a story from long ago. It took place in a mysterious castle intersecting two worlds. One world was called Lorraine, where humans without power lived in. People gathered under the king's rule and lived in accordance with the law. The other world was called Ritual, where magical beings possessing dark power lived in. Not having a king to rule them, they lived faithfully to their desires. However, a clan with extremely strong power appeared among the free residents of darkness, vampires. They began to manage and control the path to travel between the two worlds. After 1,000 years since the vampires' appearance, there remained only a few humans who knew of the existence of the dark being. And she too lived a peaceful life in a small village, until she realized her fate, that is, Day first. No, stop! Stay away from me, or I will bite my tongue off! What a brave girl! Don't touch me! You would better not move, otherwise. I feel a sharp pain in my arm. I can't move for a moment as a result of the pain. Seizing this opportunity, the two men closed in on me. Cut it out. Some people just don't know when to give up. Now stay still. No! As I struggle to get away from them, a thorn twisting around my body stings me. Every little movement I make leaves more scars, causing me so much pain, but I can't help but try to escape. I never thought it would come to this. I curse my own curiosity from the bottom of my heart. I have lived as a witch for a few years in a small village called Newheim, apart from my parents. A long time ago, witches were said to be a symbol of evil spirits. But nowadays, the word witch has come to describe the women who can formulate medicine and perform a magical spell of some sort. In other words, my daily work is to make medicines and cast soothing spells on people. There are two things women in my family line have inherited for generations: a lucky charm pendant and the power to see the future. A scene from the future just pops in my mind and then fades away. It's rather strange. It's nothing sophisticated though, as I have no control over the power. I can see the future by my own will. The only thing I know is that what I see is an event that is bound to happen sometime in the future. I've noticed that the power has been getting stronger since few days ago. I have been seeing more and more visions as the days go by. What came into my mind was a vision of a forest near my village. Far into the forest there was a castle, and the two men I do not know. Every time their figures appeared in my mind, I always heard a strange song. When I could no longer ignore the visions, I decided to enter the forest. Hey Katie, you are beautiful as usual. Where are you going? Hello, I'm going to go pick some medicinal herbs. What? It's too dangerous to go inside that maze-like forest alone. I can escort you if you like. I'm fine on my own. Thanks anyways. Having casually exchanged a few words with a villager, I entered the forest. Although he was kind and caring, I had no intention of taking him up on his offer. People call this Idora Forest, the delusive forest. The name said it all. I soon lost my sense of direction. Encircled by tall trees, I kept walking around aimlessly. Geez, what should I do? The faint lights that had broken through the trees were now completely gone. My intuition was warning me to leave, but I had absolutely no clue which way I had to come from. I was too careless. Just when I was at my wit's end. The scenery around me was wiped out by bright whiteness. I know this feeling. This is what happens when I see the future. Two men were staring at me, standing in front of the castle. Then I started to hear a strange song. This song, it's the same strange song. The moment I tried to listen carefully, everything went black this time. After I see the future, I always get either dizzy or a headache. Already knowing this feat would end soon, I sat by the nearest tree and took a deep breath to calm myself down. I'm fine now. I opened my eyes to see that the darkness had thickened even more. I don't know which way I should go. As I tried to think of a way to get out of here, I looked around. Something black was moving in the corner of my eyes. Where is it? The black object was wriggling in darkness. I walked towards it in curiosity as it grew bigger and bigger. Is this one big lump of something? No. Rather than that, I noticed that small objects were forming into a big lump. There were numerous red dots on it. Bats? All the red dots spat me as I muttered. As soon as I realized that those red dots were eyes of the bats, I started to dash in opposite direction. I ran for my life. Having made sure that the bats were no longer chasing me, I finally stopped. I was breathing hard from all my sprinting. All I could do then was try to regain my breath looking at my feet. When I was finally able to lift my eyes up from my feet, my breath was taken away by scenery spread out in front of me. There was an old castle that seemed like it would rot away at any moment. I felt a sense of déjà vu. I remembered seeing it many times. Does the song come from here? Are they in the castle? I should go find out. I looked up at the castle. I held my pendant, a family treasure handed down to me, tightly in my hand to get courage. Then I slowly laid my hand onto the gauge. This is going to be a lot of fun. Hello, excuse me. The door opened to show a gorgeous interior unlike its outward appearance. Is anyone here? I called out, but nobody responded. Silence covered the entire castle, and there was no sign of inhabitants. Nobody lives here? But still, it seems to be in good repair. The hallways and even the handrails of the stairs were nicely polished. I might find someone in the other rooms. Having a ray of hope, I decided to go look around the castle. A human girl? I hope she won't cause any trouble. What's this tasty smell? Woohoo! I'm so ready for it. Yeah, don't sweat over me. I'll behave. I spent the next while searching the castle, but I didn't see a single person. Am I alone in this large castle? It's kind of scary thinking about it. My slight hope to meet someone who lived here was starting to fade away. I should probably get out of here. However, just as I turn around, candlelight illuminating the hallway suddenly went out. My mind froze in the complete darkness. It's dark and I'm scared. Dreadful fear dominated me. Hey! Can you hear me? Someone came behind me and patted me on the shoulder. Though I was looking for someone living in the castle, this encounter only gave me fear. Hey, don't be so nervous. You look so tasty, but I won't eat you right away. Eat me? A sharp, cold feeling on my neck terrorized me. A knife? Because of the way he was, the word knife promptly came up in my mind. He covered my mouth with his hand to muffle my outgoing scream. Don't make a fuss, it will only cause me big trouble for me. I can't breathe. My consciousness started to fade away. Just before I passed out, I heard something drop on the hard floor and footsteps coming towards me. Why am I tied up? When I opened my eyes, my body was up around the throne, so I couldn't move. Where am I? I looked around the room, which was relatively small. This is just like a jail. A cold blade was put to my neck. I remember that a man shut my mouth with his hand. And what's happened after that? It was only natural that I didn't know what had happened as I lost my consciousness. I wish one of vision would happen now. Alas, only if I knew what's going to happen next. However, I had never been able to control the power the way I wanted, no matter how much I wished for it. First of all, I've got to do something with this stone. Just when I moved my body to escape from the thorn,